Alright guys, videos are going up a little earlier today. I'm playing around with the time to release them, just because I don't seem to be getting a lot of views on them. And I know that's mostly due to suppression from YouTube. And there's nothing I can do about that. So trying to put them up early, see if I can possibly beat it somehow that way. I don't know. That's all I can do really. But guys, let's just jump straight into it. So The Guardian has proclaimed that Anthony Fauci is the sexiest man alive. We're not joking about this. The Guardian has proclaimed Anthony Fauci the sexiest man alive. Just in case anybody who lives under a rock and doesn't know who Anthony Fauci is. It's this guy. This is the sexiest man alive. Apparently. So, next year, I'd like to nominate Smeggle for sexiest man alive. Because if Anthony Fauci can beat him, who can win, I think Smeggle is definitely in there with a chance. Right? I think if Fauci can win it, Smeggle is in there with a 50-50 shot. I'm just saying. Those beady eyes and those ears. Actually, he looks a lot like. Actually, it looks a lot like Fauci, doesn't he? Like those ears and the eyes. Like if you put glasses on Smeggle, what do you reckon he looks like, Fauci? There is a similarity there, isn't there? But anyway, let's jump into the story. Anthony Fauci was dubbed the sexiest man alive by the Guardian newspaper, prompting some on social media to question whether the British Daily had shifted to satire. I wondered the same thing myself, actually, to be honest. Fauci, who's 80, by the way, was given the unfortunate title by the paper in the Instagram post on Monday, highlighting a new film about the Brooklyn-born physician who has become an unlikely cult hero. But I thought it was Trump supporters that live in a cult, not the left, right? Because that's what they keep claiming, right? Is that Donald Trump leads a cult. But we're not nominating Trump as the sexiest man alive. I don't know about you guys, but you tell me, what do you think is more cult-like behavior? Anthony Fauci winning sexiest man alive, or Donald Trump? Anyway, the U.S. disease expert has been spoofed by Brad Pitt and lauded as the sexiest man alive. The post read, "Now the pop culture phenomenon is in the focus of the documentarian approximately titled Fauci." The documentary co-directed by Emma Winners, John Hoffman, and Gillette Tarabid was released on Friday and is billed as the intimate look into the life of Fauci, whose career has spanned 7 presidents and was bookended by 2 pandemics. I don't know what bookended means, but anyway. Including HIV and COVID. When was HIV a pandemic? What, in the 70s or something, maybe? According to Tony, at the core of Tony's popularity is that people and that he is the man who is speaking the truth and will not let anything stand in that way, except for when he flip-flops. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's when he's not speaking the truth, right? That's speaking the truth? I'm confused. Hoffman told The Guardian, "Tony is the single admired and the noise." I would say the flipper, but anyway. "People are able to sense that there is a lot of noise and that their ears are trying to find a signal, and Tony is that signal." Being the flipper that he is. Look, at the end of the day, as for this, I think this is a joke. This has to be a joke. So let's have a look at the past 10 years of the sexiest man alive, right? Because this is who he is competing against, right? So 1985, it was Mel Gibson. 1986 was Mark Hamill from NCIS. I believe it's NCIS, I think it is. Henry Hamill, I don't know who that is. John F. Kennedy Jr., which I would agree with, he's pretty sexy. Sean Connery, which would definitely be one of the sexiest men alive. Tom Cruise in 1990. Definitely sexy. Crazy, but definitely he's sexy. Has a bit of a zing to him, right? 1991 was Patrick Swayze with that hair. How could you not? Nick Nolte in 1992. Yeah, maybe. 93 is Richard Gere and Cindy Crawford. Because they're a couple, apparently. Keanu Reeves, named in 94's Sexiest Man Alive. Brad Pitt was in 1995. Denzel Washington was in 1996. George Clooney was 1997. Harrison Ford was 1998. Richard Gere was in 1999. Brad Pitt, yet again, in 2000. He's actually won it twice. Good on him. Pierce Brosnan in 2001. Ben Affleck in 2002. Johnny Depp in 2003. Jude Law in 2004. Matthew McConaughey in 2005. George Clooney again, twice, in 2006. Matt Damon. Hugh Jackman. Johnny Depp again. Ryan Reynolds, I would say he's definitely sexy-ish, yeah. So you get the idea, right? These are some real good-looking men. Like, these guys are like, top 1%ers. And then we have Michael Jordan in 2020. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can see that. John Legend, 2019. Yeah. Idris Elba. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I could all agree with that. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, that's not the Guardian, right? This is the official list, I believe. So, yeah. But obviously, the Guardian is proclaiming Fauci as the sexiest man alive. So, big difference. But at the end of the day, I would say, if we're going to stoop to Fauci being the winner, I reckon we have to give it to Smiggle next year. I reckon Smiggle for sexiest man alive. I reckon we could probably get that. We could try and get that trending on Twitter. What do you guys reckon? Smiggle for sexiest man alive. Because if Fauci can win it, so can Smiggle. Now, obviously, there's some questions here because, Smiggle is a fictional character. But, so is Fauci playing a doctor, I suppose. Because let me know your thoughts are in that comment section below. Personally, I think at the end of the day, this is just the left worshipping the cult of Fauci, so to speak. I'm not surprised he won it. I have asked a couple of women today in my personal life what were their thoughts on him being the sexiest man alive. And they all laughed. And then said, why are you asking? And then when I told them, they started rolling around on the ground laughing, saying, please stop. You're hurting my sides. I'm laughing too much. So I don't know if they're entirely believing that he's the sexiest man alive. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're probably thinking that he doesn't deserve to win that. But, hey, I only asked 5 women, so maybe the 6th one. I'll ask more women tomorrow. I'll put an update in the comment section when I ask more women tomorrow. But at the moment, according to those 5, he's not the sexiest man alive. And although I will admit he is good for his age, he doesn't look 80. He's definitely good for an 80-year-old. So, yeah. Maybe that adrenal queen. But hey, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, if this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Hashtag Smeggle for sexiest man alive. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.